Hello, hey there, Carmen here. I am so happy to be here. For those of you who are new to me and do not know who I am a myofunctional therapist. I'm an educator, a speaker, and today I am going to be the tough love disher upper. We are going to be talking about how to feel your best and how to live your best life. Kind of a weird topic, but to be honest with you guys, I am answering this and I am talking about this because I answer all your emails. I get those frustrated emails or those hopeless emails where you're telling me all of the things that are wrong, but what you're failing to tell me is anything that you're doing about those. So when I say dish up tough love, I'm here to do it. And if what I'm saying speaks to you in your heart, then take it, do something with it, quit letting it just go like this. So first, I just want to say, I heard a quote this week by a mentor of mine, and it said this, knowledge is not power, but applied knowledge is power. So I talk to people about this all the time, as far as myofunctional therapy is, how to arm themselves with knowledge. But the problem is many of you guys are just spending time, you're reading, you're researching, you're getting all sorts of information, but you're doing nothing with it. So you're not applying it. And therefore, I think it's pointless and you're wasting your time. Bottom line. So I think that's really wonderful. So really the bottom line, the brass tacks of all of this stuff, the emails that I get, I'm tired. I have no energy. I'm getting fat. I eat crap. I'm not moving my body. All of these things, many of these things deal with your sleep habits, your sleep quality, your sleep patterns, all of these things. Many of these things are things that you know and that you can do something about. And then other things you just haven't really gotten that information yet or applied it. So that's what I want to talk about is this problem. So you guys, sleep or lack thereof is becoming an epidemic. We're doing more, we're striving more, we're putting too much in our day. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. We all have the same 60 seconds in the minute. So you cannot manufacture this. The problem is when you are, when you're causing yourself to have poor sleep or not enough sleep, many of you say, oh, Carmen, I 100% know what the problem is. It's because I don't get my butt in bed until 2 o'clock in the morning and I expect to get up and perform at my job at 6. Who can do that? So many of you guys know that you're contributing to this problem for sure. Now, so one of the things that really comes to mind for me when I think about this is many of you are taking anxiety meds. Many of you are taking meds for depression. Many of you snore. You have sleep apnea. You maybe have upper airway resistance syndrome, or your mouth breathing. Anything that is affecting your sleep quality is going to, in the end, it's robbing you. Your bank is empty. So when I look at this, people will say, well, Carmen, I have no energy. Okay, well, you're not sleeping. So how can we find a way to improve that? First of all, sleep. Okay, so there are certain things, like we all know things like don't exercise before bed, be easy on the alcohol, having a bunch of cocktails before bed doesn't make you sleep better. It makes you pass out, people, so you don't sleep better. When you are not eating, or when you're not sleeping well and you're gaining weight and you're not eating well, it's this vicious cycle. So did you know that when you're not sleeping well, there's a hormone in your body called ghrelin, and that's your hunger hormone. That's what tells you, hey, I'm hungry. That's what tells you, hey, let me eat that quesadilla or make that plate of nachos. That's what's happening. So while if you start sleeping better, you're not going to just suddenly shed 20 pounds. But if it's the other way around and you're usually to sleeping 5 hours a night and now you're sleeping 7 hours a night, you're going to see that weight gain slow because your hunger hormones and your satisfaction hormones are going to start to even out. So really, where do you start to improve? So I touched on it. So if you have suspected sleep disordered breathing, mouth breathing, snoring, upper airway resistance syndrome, sleep apnea. You guys, if I'm talking to you and somebody has told you you have sleep apnea and you're doing nothing about it, you should have a spanking, because you can't save your life. You can't do anything if you're not plugging the machine in, if you're not being compliant with your CPAP. So that's just a gimme. One thing that you can do, and this is new this week, is we have a new assessment tool out there, or not an assessment tool, a freebie. So it's Sleep Tool. So it is my sleep diary that I work with my clients, and then also the 10 rules for improved sleep hygiene. People pay me. Yes, I know this sounds crazy. People pay me to work with them on sleep hygiene. And these are things that they know, but sometimes hearing it from somebody else makes it a lot easier to implement. So if you go to, let me put the link up here. So now if you go to the bottom of any one of my blogs, you're going to find access to either the sleep tools or the quick assessment tool. So let me just tell you real quick what the quick assessment tool is. So sometimes you might suspect that you have sleep disordered breathing. You might have trouble with mouth breathing. You might have trouble with snoring, but you're not really ready to talk to a person yet. That's cool. Get the self-assessment tool. It's going to walk you through 25 of the most important questions that I will ask you when I do your comprehensive exam. So you can get that. A lot of people like to do me search before they talk to a person. So I get that. Then the sleep tools, you can get that. Take those 10 rules into consideration. Get the sleep diary and use it. Record when you're going to bed, how long you're there. What you're going to do is identify things that you're causing for yourself. You're just causing bigger problems. The other thing is I want you to stop procrastinating. Okay, stop procrastinating. Quit saying that you're going to come first tomorrow. Quit saying that you're going to start tomorrow. Quit saying that maybe next year is going to be the time that you can take care of yourself. Because if you're not here, then you can't take care of yourself and you have nothing to give other people. Then let me touch on this. So nasal breathing. When somebody is nasal breathing, and my blog just came out this week and it's talking about mouth and nasal breathing. When somebody is nasal breathing, you're calming yourself down. Your body is not in a constant state of freak out mode. Okay. When you're mouth breathing all the time, you constantly have increased cortisol levels. So you're just stressed. Your body is just freaked out. So nasal breathing is going to help. Maybe, just maybe, if you learn how to breathe properly, you start getting the right amount of sleep. Maybe you can have the energy to move your body. Eat nutritious foods. Maybe you can get off those pills and potions that you're taking to manage anxiety, depression, all of that stuff. If you breathe better, if you used your diaphragm to breathe, if you did belly breathing, if you did all of these other things that are right at your fingertips, the internet is full of free information, you are going to make it so that you can break that cycle and start living your best life. I feel like I have beat that to death. So if you are not living your best life, just find a spot on that vicious cycle and stop it. Whether that's stuffing your face with Twinkies, whether that's not moving your body. I mean, I know a lot of people who would give anything to move their body, so I encourage you to move yours. Sleep. Go to bed tonight. Get 7 or 8 hours of sleep. On the weekend, see what it's like. See how much sleep your body needs. Go to bed. Don't set an alarm. Go to bed at a normal hour and just wait to see. Maybe your body wakes up after 7.5 hours and you're good. Okay, so you can do that. And then work on the breathing stuff. So if you have sleep disordered breathing, if you know you have sleep apnea, if you're snoring, if you snore and you suck the curtains off the wall at night, you have a problem. And it's affecting many other parts of your life. So you're never going to be able to live your best life until you get help for that. When you're ready, you can find your myofunctional therapist. That could be me. That can be anybody else. I don't care. I just want you to go talk to somebody and start to figure out what you need to do to get on your path to wellness so that you can live your best life. You can go to the bottom of any blog. I've got the link right here, right there, to get those tools, the free assessment tool. You can get the sleep tools. And then next week, I will be back here. I'm not going to be dishing up so much tough love next week. I'm going to be talking about my 3 favorite exercises. So it's sure to be a popular one. I will see you guys next week. Bye for now.